to make it 1-0, and we are going to go through to the semi-finals of the Norwegian Cup.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Tromso, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up, one at home against Moss in the Norwegian Cup quarter-final. We've made it to the latter stages for the first time since I think we made it to the final in our first season, so it's good to be back in a game we should be winning at the Tromsø Arena. And then after that we're going away to bottom team Sarpsborg in the league, where as it stands we currently sit in third place, doing very, very well for ourselves at the moment. And one thing that's been notably improved is our goals conceded, only 13 in 11 games, which is a good result for us. Since last time out we played these two games here, we've had 6 games since then, 3 in the league, 3 in the cup. We're unbeaten in our last 5 games in the league, I believe. That includes a 2-0 win here at home, a 1-1 draw against Brann away from home, and then a 2-0 win against Mulder. It's just simple these days. I find it. I thought we'd win it, and we went on and won it very, very convincingly as well. And the 5 at the back. We played cautious, even though we're at home. We played cautious, but we still got the result that we wanted in the end, and we closed that gap to within what is 1 point for Bodo Glimt now, which is I'm sure they're happy with that. But yeah, in the last however many seasons, what they've had 5-0 since we've been here, around 5 losses. 2 of them have been inflicted by us now. I think we know what we're doing when it comes to beating Mulder, and if we play how we did in that game, playing cautiously on that cautious mentality every single game, we would get the results. To be honest, the 2 losses that we have been quite unlucky, to be honest, that we've been performing bad when they have come up. But since then we've been very, very good, playing some really good football at the moment, and also our performance in the conference league has moved up. It's moved us up in terms of rankings of the in the, like, I don't know how you show it, yeah, clubs list here. If we go down, we have to go still quite far. We don't actually come up, which is a bit disappointing, to be honest. But we moved up to like 114th, 15th, moved up like 100 spots because of how we did. It was very, very impressive. And also, as you can see here, 10th place we are now in terms of our ranking as a league, because we did move up because of our performance. So we did some favours for the Norwegian division. If we're going to take a look at how that's shaped up the qualification places, so obviously first place gets guaranteed Champions League, but the second place team gets into the third round of Champions League qualifying, third place that playoff. So it's looking very, very good. If it could drop down one more spot, that would be nice. Whatever you get, like a first round qualifier or something like that. But yeah, we've done bits in our successes. We've done bits for the league, so that's good to see. And yeah, we can be very happy with what's going on at the moment. Obviously that 2-0 win against Mulder tops it all off, really. We bounced back very, very well from that defeat against Marseille. So one final thing to show as well, Fanny Oldhavold is probably looking to go out of the club. I mean, for a free transfer that we got him for, he's not done nothing to the the wage bill at all. 3.1 thousand a week, which is hardly anything. He is gonna go and leave. I mean, if we take a look at the offers, I've negotiated all of them. I think he is going to go to Damak in Qatar, if I'm not mistaken. I know it is Saudi Arabia. He is going to go there, most likely. It rises to 10 million. I wanted to get all the money up front, but we get 4.7 million up front, 5.25 million across the next 2 years, and that is a pretty impressive deal for a player we got for free. I am not going to stand in his way. And the crazy thing is as well, he's only played 15 games for us, and it feels like he's played more, but that doesn't count conference league games and stuff like that. It's probably like 25 games, something like that. He's been good in this season. He wasn't very good last season, but yeah, I'm not going to stand in the way of a player who came for free if he wants to go as well for all the money that they get. This 7.5 million up front was a good deal, but if it doesn't go through, it doesn't go through. It's, I mean, compared to what these other two are offering us, Al Kadzia here, as you can see, rising to, what is it, 8 million. they've all got clauses of profit as well if he is to be sold on, which is something that's possible at his age. Maybe to even another, Middle Eastern club. Lots of money in there, but yeah, I think that one undervalues us a little bit because the 10 million rising. I would have liked it up front, but if that goes through, which it most likely will, lots of money going into the club. So very, very good deal in the end. And I think what's the clause? 35% profit clause. Very, very good deal that in the end after considering. So yeah, very good time at the club. 11 games in, 21 points, and we can go and help ourselves today. After we go and play this game against Moss in the Norwegian Cup quarter final. Let's go straight to that. So the team for this game against Moss, full strength. We had a week off, and I think we've got more time off going into the next game. The team starts with Nilsson in goal. We've got a back line of Lasanta, Myra and Ramaj. Kornienko, Dahl, Pereira is coming in at midfield and Conceição there. We've got Motta on the left, Kuta on the right, and Flores up top. Kick off here in this game against Moss. We've finally got some nice cup draws, and I think this is a game we should be pretty comfortably winning. Moss are in like the third or fourth divisions or something like that, so I think we've played them before actually as well, so we should get the result that we want really. Quarter final, the chance to go into the semi final. Obviously Mulder is still in the competition. Bodo Glimt, I'd like to say, are Rosenborg are a good team, but we know how to set up against all these teams now, and I think we've got a real good chance, especially if we play Mulder in the final again. We could inflict a bit of revenge on them for that time they did beat us many, many years ago now, and we would make ourselves the team they don't want to play is probably the best way to describe it, because they must hate us by now. And you know what? After all them times they beat us and all the times we thought we could break them down and didn't get the result in the end. It's probably the best thing that's happened whilst here in Tromso, the fact we can beat them with relative ease now. I mean, they'll probably come back to bite us at some point, but it's 2 wins in a row now. We're clearly just a better team. It's as simple as that, really. And they might be frustrated by that, but they can't deny that, really. It's just we let the other teams win with some games sometimes. That's why we don't find ourselves top of the table. But we're within 3 points, third place. Very convincing. I know we know how to set up in those games that will be a bit tougher. Bodo, Glimt and Liz from the 2 games we've lost. We know how to set up now, 1 at home, 1 away, just going on the cautious mentality and being a bit more reasonable when we're on the ball and when we're defending, because the Marseille game has given us so much perspective, and now we know this is how we must set up in games in the league. We have to respect all the opponents that we face, so we set up in this way, and it provides us the results that we need. So that's what we're going to go on and do. I think the 5 at the back is the one to go with. It's a bit complicated, probably the best way to describe it, but it's working. It's given us security. 13 goals conceded in 11 games. It's not bad considering 4 of those were to Bodo Glimt. Taking that out, it's 7 goals in 10 games. We cannot be too disappointed with that at all, but we need a bit of work in this game as the half-time whistle goes and we have not found a goal. We're going to need a few goals in this game if we want to advance on to the semi-finals of the Norwegian Cup, which would be a great result for us. A season where we're without European football. I mean, it proves we can do well even when we've got a competition. Maybe not as many games as we play in Europe, but we still can do well, and that's why we need to go and prove ourselves next year, qualifying for Europe and also playing well in the league. All that money that's going to come in for the Towel deal is going to be so vital. Probably looking at bringing in maybe 1 or 2 improved players, but also improving the depth, because the depth at the moment is really, really good, but there's still some positions that need to be improved, and doing that will be good, especially when considering rotating the team, something that has been going on in this season. It's been important to last season and this season. It's been important to kind of our successes, especially in Europe as well, which were in the between all the 2 seasons. So that's how we have to keep managing like that, and it will be an important factor going into the next season. But in this game, if we want to go on to the semi-final, we need to find a goal, and Dahl has had the shot there to try and make it 1-0, but he's not going to convert. We're going to make a few changes. Mauro Couto on, we'll bring on Tewald for his what could be final game here in Tromso. He scored the goal that nearly got us through to the next round of the Conference League. It's been good for a free deal. He's put in a good bit of service and he's bringing in a lot of money for us. He's probably the perfect deal, to be honest, the perfect player, and nothing more to say about him really. He's done his job, and now he's going on and bringing in a whole lot of money, and possibly a lot more money in the future if there is a big deal lined up for him. But in this game, the goal's just not going to come for us by the looks of it. It's been a slow game for us. We've not found what we've wanted. We're going to bring on Ennison here. He's dropped out of favour in this team to us because I think Pereira's still got more to give, and kind of playing in that deep line. I like Dahl in the Mazzala role because obviously you've got Conceição on this right side, but Kornienko is dropping into the midfield a little bit. He can go over to that wide position a bit more, and then Pereira playing alongside him I think is going to work well, as Motta here gets the goal to make it 1-0, and we are going to go through to the semi-finals of the Norwegian Cup. That is a great goal from him. He's just beating his man, runs through, lovely finish, and that is 1-0 finally after 75 minutes. I mean, it's been all us to be honest, but we just haven't found what we need in this game. But in the end, it looks like we could come away with the result that we need. We're going to make a few changes. We'll bring on Bajun for, I think we'll bring him on the defence actually, bring off Myra there. We'll have a tough game, and we'll bring on Fernandez there in the midfield. Myra having a tough game, obviously playing in that new role for him, but it's worked out well stepping up into midfield. I think it's favoured him, and yeah, their system is looking good. You can see the presence we have all over the pitch, just players really kind of spread out, finding them spaces, and we can still work the ball around very, very well. It's been impressive as Tewold gets what could be his final goal here in Tromso colours, his 7th of the season. Last of many in this season. He's been very, very impressive. Shame that we lose him, but for that deal that we get, you cannot stand in his way, and he wants to go as well. So we can't stand his way. It is a shame, Norwegian boy, 23 years of age, he is resigning to the money, I assume. I would like to think so. There is obviously a very lucrative deal, but I guess that if that's what he wants, that's what he wants to go and do, and play in Saudi Arabia for that very lucrative deal. What can you do really? But the full-time whistle goes here. A very, very good 2-0 win for us. On to the next game against Sarpsborg. So just before we go into this game against Sarpsborg in the league, first thing to show that Tewold has gone and left the club now. He went to the worst offer, but it's not that bad really. 7.5 million up front we got for him. I don't know why he's gone there, because he did say he would go to Damac, but I mean, you know, 7.5 million won't stand in his way. The Real Madrid job offer is open apparently. Maybe we could apply for that. I don't think we will, but the final thing I have to show is that we've drawn in Lillestrøm away in the next round of the cup. One of the only two teams to beat us in the league all season, and basically outside of I mean, I guess you could say this, Marseille lost, but yeah, we have drawn them, and that will be in the next episode most likely. We will be playing them for a chance to go into the Norwegian Cup final. So yeah, that is looking very, very good at the moment. The team for this game against Sarpsborg starts with Nilsson in goal. We got a back line of Lasanta, Myra and Ramaj. Kornienko and Bajun comes in on the right for the suspended Conceição. Dahl and Pereira make up the midfield. We've got Motta on the left, Kuta on the right, and Flores up top. Kick off here in this game against Sarpsborg. A huge 3 points on the line. You know, I said last episode, we need to secure ourselves in the, you know, kind of the top 3, top 5 kind of spot. I mean, it's always changing where we need to be, but it's important that we win this game. You know, a game we should be winning against a very out of sorts Sarpsborg. You know, that team who kind of back in the day we really had struggles against, and they were a really, really good team. It's just not clicked for them at the start of this season. But yeah, there's some huge points on offer as Bodo Glimt are winning in their game. They go top of the table, but it's because Molde have not played yet. But that would not have happened if the mighty Tromso didn't do a favour for their rivals and beat them. So yeah, it's looking a bit of a tricky time for Molde at the moment. I'm sure they'll find a way, but maybe we could stop them. You know, we don't. I mean, I'd like to win the league, but at the same time, I wouldn't really want to, because we go into the Champions League phase. But I know, I don't know. We'll have to see really what happens. I think third place is probably the best place to go. Obviously, that Europa League playoff, if we lose that, we would drop down to the Conference League or go in the Europa League. But yeah, Conference League is where we want to be next year, and I'm sure we can get there if we continue to play like this, as we are winning 1-0 in this game. It's an Alex Flores goal. I was looking actually with that deal for Towell going through the Nordas deal actually, if you remember him, went for like 7.75 million. So this deal for Towell might not actually not even be the record fee. I thought he only got sold for about 4 million. I thought Nordas only got sold for 4 million, but apparently not. It was a lot more than that. Maybe with all the installments, it increased on his kind of season stats where it shows you the fee or whatever, but I don't know really. We're 2-0 up in this game, so very, very convincing result for us. Pereira's has got a knock in the midfield. We'll bring on Ennison for him there. Is he frustrated by losing playtime? No, he isn't actually. He's quite happy with the playtime he's getting in the moment. Not really too many subs on the bench. Obviously, the transfer window is going to open shortly because it's at July time, but we have to see the deals that can come in. Lots of money. It's always tough for me to spend, but maybe I'll have to just go and blow it all on a player or something like that. I'm not sure where needs strengthening too much. It's probably just the depth, to be honest, but it's usually the free agents. A lot of the players we've had have been free agents who've been good. I'm pretty sure Flores was, Towell was obviously one. Who else has been free agent? I'm not really too sure. Ramage we got back as a free agent, even though we sold him or released him as a free agent, something like that. Mauro Couto, free agent. Just loads of different players. Bajuna, free agent. Conceição, free agent, if I'm not mistaken. It's very easy to snap up these players on the free deals, and if that's the way we have to do it and it works, then there's no point changing it really. But maybe I will just spend it all on one player, see how that goes, and maybe it will work out for us. In the end, I'm not really too sure. We'll have to go and see what's going on in the market. Lots of money to spend, a lot more than some teams will have in the league, and we have to take advantage of this, especially when we're trying to qualify for all the Conference League. But focusing in on this game, Motta, he's going to get a real starting role on this left side and inverted winger into Flores, the chance to make it 3-0, but he's not able to convert there. Yeah, Motta is still developing really, really well, and he will slot in very, very well into that position. He's had 2 assists or 1 assist already in this game, and that obviously that shot that created the Couto goal. As this ball goes in here, no one wins it. Ramage will go up now, but he's not able to get there. Motta will be good. He's been a bit of a squad player for us, coming in off the bench, starting some games when we've needed him as a replacement. But yeah, I think he will break into this team and continue to develop a really, really promising player. Portuguese player, 23 years of age. Hopefully he can go on and improve as Flores has got the ball here, a bit of an isolated position. He works it back to Mauro Couto, and that is the 3 points sealed for us and 3rd place in the league guaranteed for this episode. And if we're going to take a look at the table, actually, if we've got a bit of a gap starting, no, we are 3 points clear of Valerenga, who were second last episode and have dropped down a little bit, but they're the team we're looking at in terms of kind of staying above, if we want to staying above the 6th place spot if we want to go and qualify for Europe. Next episode, semi-final, we'll have a better idea if we're going to go on and qualify for Europe by then. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with the so tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.